Today is April 20th, or 20 for some of you, 2019. And hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about something that, oh boy, I keep seeing this question in different forums and stuff. A lot. It's really, why don't I just get to it? How do I love myself? That's the question that keeps popping up. That's the question that many people are really perplexed about it, and don't know where to start, don't understand how to even begin to. It's kind of like somebody has just told you, okay, go build a house. I think that's how people are feeling about this subject. It's like, okay, and how exactly do I go about doing this? Loving myself. It's a complex question, and we're not going to pretend here to have any easy one-size-fits-all answers, type of answer, because although we are human beings and we share that in common, we're just so unique and different from each other that what works for one person does not work for another, depending on the environment that you were brought up in and the belief systems that were, I guess, imposed upon you. Perhaps the conditioning. We all have been conditioned in some way or another. Just meaning, just our best understanding of what normal and right is and what is not normal and right. Just because of the society around us, it affects our deepest feelings on those things. We can't get past that. No man is an island, right? So we're each so unique, and even if we've come from maybe an affluent situation and family circumstances, and always had, and we were never lacking in the material things and that kind of stuff, that doesn't necessarily equate to, okay, I'm going to understand what this means to love myself, and I'm going to be able to do that. So then again, obviously, someone coming from different situations, the messages that they were receiving about themselves and the world around them are going to differ from someone else. Or it's just so many different things. Genetics, predisposition toward this, that, or the other, you see. So human being is a complex creature. So first of all, we want to say that if you're a person that is struggling with these feelings, that you understand and you feel that you don't love yourself, and you would like to and you would like to do that, just know that you're not the only solitary person on this planet that feels that way. And these feelings don't discriminate between age, gender, race, culture. It's across the board. People from all walks of life and all backgrounds and ethnicities are feeling these feelings. So just know that you're not all alone in these feelings. Like we said, there's no quick, easy, quote, fix. But the one thing is, I think a lot of us, we are kind of entangled in some form of fear. Somewhere in the mix, fear has gotten us. That's very ambiguous. What the hell does that mean? There are things, maybe feelings and ideas that some of us would rather not uncover, because we're afraid of them. We're afraid of certain type of feelings, or that certain ideas, if certain ideas are true, then maybe that's going to threaten something that we don't want bothered. So that's what we mean by fear has gotten many of us gripped in it, kind of imprisoned, trapped, not trapped in a way that we are helpless, because we are still in the driver's seat, but fear is, it's very powerful. It's a very powerful force. And to be able to shrink it down from the ominous thing that it is, that it feels inside like whatever the thing is in your situation, it feels like it could just obliterate us if we were to investigate or to open up certain doors, that it'll destroy us. I hope that makes sense to you guys. That's the only reason I'm doing these, is for you. So I hope it makes sense. I also do it for me too, because sometimes when I'm dealing with situations, and I put this device on, the ideas start to flow, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess that's gonna be very helpful for me right now. It like I've said in the past, most of the time, like 99.99999% of the time, what's being spoken into this device is just as it's coming in the moment. That's like I'm having certain clarifications on things at that moment. But anyway, so yeah, this thing about fear. So maybe the first step is to at least be willing to say, okay, there might be some stuff deep inside that I've kind of tried to maybe hide from, or try to keep it under the rug, buried somewhere where I don't need to look at it and don't need to think about it and don't need to deal with it. Maybe there are some such things in my life. And if that's what you're feeling, then the first step would be to say, okay, I'm willing to very slowly and cautiously begin to open that door. Like, okay, universe, don't just fling this door open and pile all this shit all over me at once. It's gonna kill me. But if you're willing to just say, okay, maybe I've kind of tightened myself into this little fetal position and close my eyes real tight in hopes that I never have to deal with a certain whatever feelings or ideas, whatever it is. But now I'm ready. And I really, really believe, and this is based on my own experience, that once that intention, not just saying those words, saying words they're just empty without the intention. If you say those words deep inside yourself and you feel that, okay, this is going to be kind of rough. I know that ahead of time. This is not going to be easy, but I'm there. I'm ready. I'm ready to at least accept what is. And what I started to say is, I truly believe that once we do that thing with that full 100% intention from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet, that the universe will respond. And if you call that God, or you call that source, you call that the universe, or whatever the thing is that's big, or if you want to think of it that way, it'll respond to that. Okay, so now warning. Here's the warning. Like I said, it's not going to be necessarily an easy thing. But if that's what you really feel like, you know what, I need to love myself. I can't have lived out this existence here and not gotten to that. If you're at that point, then we would suggest that this is the first place to start. This is the place to begin. And the universe will, as it always has, it's just that we were so balled up tight with our eyes shut and didn't want to see or hear anything that would pull, that we felt was a threat. The universe has always been trying to indicate to us those things that we need to know that's going to help us in our journey, but we've kind of shut ourselves off. But the intention to change that is going to open your eyes. Sometimes your literal eyes, going to open your ears, open your eyes, open your awareness to see the things that have always been around you, to show you, but that you haven't been willing, or you've been afraid to see or to know. So that's just the first step. There'll be another part to this because I'm almost at my destination. But we've mentioned this in previous recordings, that life teaches us in life. And so in your day-to-day life, situations will present themselves and really show you. We've even said, kind of even in slow motion maybe, or in such a way where you're the observer of what's happening instead of you like plucked right in the middle of a situation and kind of feeling it coming in all around. With this new intention that you've set, you will be lifted above and observe in a slower motion the situations that are playing out in your life and your responses to them. And then, not real voices, okay, but a little whisper will remind you of your intention in these situations. Say, now, you asked to see the truth. So now watch yourself. What did you just say? How did you just respond in the situation? Or not that you're responding in a wrong way or a bad way. It's not about judgment. It's about seeing what is. And then it'll help you to investigate how you're responding, and then further why you're responding in that way and how that relates to this whole big picture, you see. And the puzzle pieces will start to come together. But anyway, so that's about it for now. And I hope that this has been encouraging for some of you. There are so many of you, and really my heart goes out because I struggle with those feelings sometimes too. And even though I don't feel like, I know I'm not in the grip of these feelings, like I don't love myself, or how can I love myself, you still, it's a challenge. And so I really can say that I relate to these feelings. I think that's why it touches my heart. Like, it's so real. I get it. A lot of us get it. So anyway, with that, we want to wish you much love, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.